Johnson, and I'm the author of The Woman Behind the Smile. This week I'm starting over again on Stand Up. I feel we need to stand up, speak up, find our own power in all that we're doing. This week, my S word is silence. Think about that. Silence. How many times are we silent about things that are happening in our lives? I'm on a soapbox this week. My cause this week is for parents to not be so silent when it comes to acknowledging that something's happening with our kids. Specifically, something that is suspicious, something that is suspect, something that is shameful, something that doesn't make a lot of people sympathetic to us. And that something is having a child sitting behind bars in a county jail or in a federal prison. I have some experience with that, unfortunately, but I'm speaking up now, standing up, because I've had that call that comes in the middle of the night. And you pick it up and you're drowsy and you're like, who in the heck is calling me at 2 o'clock in the morning? And this is the county sheriff's department. And at that moment, your heart sinks. You're wondering if there was an accident. You're wondering if somebody had been hurt. And then you hear that your child has been arrested. No one wants to acknowledge that their child's been arrested because we all have good kids. I know that. We all have really good kids. But sometimes we, kids and us included, do make mistakes. And that happens, and it puts us behind bars. And at that point, I feel, because I've been there, I've felt it, that the child does the crime, but the family does the time. And that's where my soapbox is today, is I have the time and the inkling to have a cause, to stand up for our family members, to stand up for us as parents who have to go through this system. And we don't understand what it's all about. And it's time for us to reach out. Reach out to the public defenders. Reach out to the sheriff's department. Reach out to the court system to have some sort of introduction to the system for families and parents. Today's my cause, to tell us to stand up, to answer the call, to not accept necessarily what the kids have done because they've done it, not to feel that we are part of a scandal or not to hold the shame of being a parent of a youth in the system, because there's a whole generation of kids that are going to have felonies. From drugs to alcohol to DUIs, it's not excusable, but it's happening. And it's time for us to acknowledge that it's happening to my kids and your kids, and we're all just a phone call away. And I pray that you don't have to go through this. But if you are going through it, it's time to stand up. It's time to speak up. And it's time to not suffer in silence, because there are a lot of us that are going through this. It's just no one knows it because we haven't talked about it. So I don't want to be the woman behind the smile on this one anymore. I want to be the woman with a smile. And I want to be the mother that can help support my child who's going through this situation. Now, he has to make the changes in his life so that he can live a sufficient, self-sufficient, supportive life. But he's my child, and I will always love him. Don't have to like what he's doing, but I always will love him, and will be there to support him. So today's my S day. Support, speak up, don't be silent. Don't be suspicious of things, but be suspect of what's going on in your life, but be sympathetic. Sympathetic to many, many things. Be sympathetic to other people that are going through something that you may not be going through. I am very sympathetic to other mothers who are sitting there visiting their children in jail, because they're mothers first. And I'm here to say, let's support each other. Let's not be sad. Let's not be shameful. Let's not feel like we've been scandalized by choices made by our family members. But let's be the women, the spokeswomen for support and for safety and for love. And this is my S for Stand Up Again this week. I'm Debbie Montgomery Johnson, the woman with the smile. And I look forward to talking to you next week. Have a good one.